I got something from the candy store. Another camera, a kit lens, and I got a battery charger. I got the Low Pro case right here, battery charger, camera. I think I'm going to need a smaller bag. I was expecting something much bigger. More money down the drain. Hello, everyone. Let me do this. I don't need to zoom out when I show you a new piece because I was a little surprised. All right. I bought another Panasonic Micro Four Thirds camera. Uh, I thought it'd be nice and slick. It kind of looked like the Fuji film that came out with the new. It kind of reminded me of the Fuji X106. So I says, you know what? Let's try it. I heard some good reviews about it. It's what digitally or optimized in the lens. I was suspecting a camera about this size, but only a little bit different, a little bit more sleek, a little bit more flashy, looking a lot cooler. And look what I got. This is the GX1, that's the GX850. Now, don't look at the lens. The good thing about this camera is it's a mirrorless camera, so I can change out the lenses, okay? All the Micro Four Thirds will fit on it. But I was interested in this 12 to 32. I got this with the battery and had to put an SD card, and it takes a micro SD card. So I have a battery charger, 12 to 32 millimeter f3.5 to 5.6 lens on here. You have to turn it in order to work. But look at it. It's real neat. Look how tiny it is compared to, let's say, and they're almost the same size, only this is a lot narrower than that lens, okay? So I'm showing you the size. I was a little disappointed, okay? Because I have the RX100 and the ZVE1 Mark IIs, and these are bigger because I have the small rig cages on there, or I should say the L-shaped grip with the handles, so I can hold them. Well, this camera already has uh, basically a small indent right here, but it's real easy to hold. Very tiny, does not weigh as much as the RX100s. But look at it. If I didn't have the small rig grip, they're about the same size. Now, like I said before, I like the flippy up screen. Instead of tilt out, I mean, flip out, this has the tilty. So it does the R100 Mark 7. If I can get it out. There we go. See, all the way out like this, and then you can bring it straight up. You can't do it on this, the GX1, because it's fixed. It's kind of like the L1 or the what is it? They just came out with it, but the L10 does have a flippy out, but this one doesn't go out, but goes straight up. And they're about, this is a little bit wider than the 5, Mark 5, and the Mark 7 is bigger than this. But anyway, it does have a flash on there. It took me a while to figure out where the button was. I kept pressing the function button uh, 1 over here, but I just press it just right. And I think I have to turn it on. Okay. But it's very hard. And then you have to move the screen out. And then when you want to flash, and I'm still having difficulty getting it. I think you have to, oh, I have to push it in. And there you go. Okay. So I can uh, shoot something with flash. And it worked. And if I show the picture, and this is what I like about it, and I'll put the flash back in. There you go. Excellent. So we're going to look at some pictures. I was quite surprised with this lens. I'm not too thrilled with the 3.5, the 5.6. The LCD screens aren't the best in the world, but this camera is very well stabilized, even if it's only in the lens. Okay. So let's take a look at some pictures. And here we go. So I took the first 2 pictures with the Leica monochrome that's built into the camera. And I did no editing with any of these files. You'll see from 12 millimeters to 32, which is like the 24 to, or I should say, yeah, the 24 to 64 in a full frame mode. I didn't really see that much barrel distortion. The pictures look fantastic, even with this tiny camera. These are old JPEG files. They're excellent. I'm going to show you 3 videos. And they're just gorgeous. 12 or 32 or in between, they're all excellent. I mean, this is pocketable camera that you can put in your pocket with this kind of like almost a pancake lens, but I call it small compact. Right. When I mean by pancake, they don't go out when you're trying to zoom in, stuff like that. It just stays at like one focal length, like a 28 millimeter or 16 millimeter, like on the Sony. Uh, you know, I even think they have a 9 millimeter Olympus or OM Systems, kind of like a fisheye uh, lens, which is a pancake. But if you look at these pictures, they're fantastic. And I'm going to show you one picture second to the end, which blew me away. So you can see the rust part of the ditch on the bars. This is all at 12 millimeters. Tried it in program, aperture priority, even intelligent auto. Use different the sceneries, and they're just gorgeous. The flaring was well controlled. I was just amazed. So remember, this was at 12 millimeters, but I got it as close as possible. But I want to show you something that really perked me up with this lens. Okay, so this is like I think a 17 megapixel camera. Okay, but look how sharp and clear that caterpillar is. And he stopped to let me take his picture. That is the cement that he's going on. He's going into my grass, my area. But I thought this was gorgeous. Outstanding. So the only thing that put me off in this whole experience is I'm glad I got a battery charger. Okay. It's not the one that usually comes with the camera, but I'm not complaining. I got to wait for another week to get 2 extra batteries for this, but you can charge it in the camera. It takes the micro USB port, but it will charge inside the camera. They have some great features. They got 3 function buttons. They got a whole bunch of dials on the top, PASM. They don't have like the extra where you can do like a C1, C2, C3, whatever. But they do have like scenery, they have macro, they got intelligent auto, flash. You can have different settings also in the menu. This does quite a punch. It does 4K 30 or what was it? I only went to 4K 30, okay? But it started to overheat a little bit. So it kind of reminds me of the RX 100 Mark V. The R100 Mark 7 is an excellent. The ZV1 Mark IIs are excellent. Okay. They don't overheat. You can go for like a pretty good while. All right. So anyway, I was expecting something, you know, it looks sleek, it looks sharp. Um, this is bigger than this, which shocked me. Um, I was thinking of getting the 85 G85, but I said, you know what? I want something slimmer. Okay, this can go into my pocket just like that. All right, but then I have to put a lens on it. All right, but out of the kit lenses, the 12 to 60, the 14 to 42, and the 12 to 23. Unreal. And then of course, you know, you can bring this out and they kind of match in a way, or bring it all the way out. Okay. And then of course the 1260 is the biggest. And the video is coming up on this shortly. But great pictures. I'm going to show you some video. And I just want to say I'll have a little bit more in depth of the limits. This is a micro SD card in here. The battery, it took me about 3 hours to charge it. It had some, but it depleted real quick. So took about 3 hours to charge, but I didn't use a power brick. I just used kind of like the surge protector and just plugged it into there. And it just took a while, but I still got quite a bit of battery left on here. I took about maybe 40 pics and 3 videos, about a minute each, which you're going to see next. I hope this impresses you. Um, Here comes the videos, and then I'll sign off. And as you can see, it was pretty stable. I did it at 12 millimeter, then I went to 32 millimeter, and then I panned around a little bit, try to follow the dog as best as possible. But very interesting camera. I do like the flip up screen though. Okay, I like that. The tilty screen is what I mean, and it's a little bit different. I think this is sturdier right here. It's very light. The only thing I worry about is like with the Canon R50 and some of the smaller cameras, even on the RX100s. Um, this one, I don't hit the video that much like I do on the RX100s. They're very easy to hit when you're holding the camera by the thumb and you're doing video instead of photos. So what I like about the Panasonic is you can switch between shutter release for photos and video. Okay, you don't need a switch for S and Q and stuff. This one I don't think has S and Q. Does have panoramic though, and yeah, and plus the fact that it's interchangeable. So anyway, thank you for watching. remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day. Oh, I am getting another lens. It's a 14 to 42, but it's a pancake or small compact. And I basically got it for this camera. All right. Um, I should say the other two, the 1260, 1442, they're excellent lenses. I was looking at the 2.8 to 4, the 12 to 60. But since this came with a pretty good price used, I got it. And I don't see any scratches. They took real care of it. The only thing I was upset about was when I got the camera, the lens was on it, but I didn't get a lens cap or a rear lens cap. So I'm going to have to order those two. That's an extra cost. I always like to have that. Some people just like to keep the lens on the camera, which I'm happy to do, but I always like that extra protection just in case I decide to take that lens off. Yes, you can use another lens, use their lens cap and stuff, but uh, sometimes when you pack, you don't want a lens on it. You just want it separate. So anyway, bye folks. Have a wonderful day.